It's time to rant, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. $20,000 research just for the frickin' engine of this thing. Well, I'll be able to research that in less than 2 days. One of which I would like to point out. I'm gonna just invest this experience. Oh my god, that's a good fuck off amount of experience. 8 days, 17 hours, 1 minute for the ME262 of Germany. Oh, you know, that's fine. My squadron, Area 51, has a few members online at a time, and they are helping me invest in the vehicle. Let's take a trip down memory lane to see how good aviation bombers were. Yeah, okay. The A-20G-25 and the A-26C Invader. 45 DT Invader. Good at a time, and now we've got no choice but to play our heavy-based fighters. And our, you know, frontline bombers, or naval bomber, torpedo bombers. Because we are never going to make any money with our frontline bombers or attacker aircraft. Sure. The patch is in development to take out bombers and go play them, but this new development build can kindly go take a hike, because this aircraft is going to be unplayable, and that's coming to you, Gaijin. This copy of a B-29 is going to be seriously unplayable. Here's why. 37,000 silver lions for repair. But the purchase price of this plane, I hope, will be adjusted, along with the crew train cost. You could reduce the price by half. And then we go to the Chinese variant. Okay? We go to the Chinese variant of this aircraft. That's the same. And you are going to nerf the absolute crap out of the ability to bomb other things other than bases, such as enemy tanks while in RB. This is illegal. This is a show of fraud. People spend their cash on War Thunder just to get some money. Some silver lions, if you will. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but this is a sign of fraud. You are going to get people to spend a crap ton of silver lions just to take out a bomber in the first place, and they get their asses shot down early game, such as myself, for instance, although I'm a pretty fucking good bomber pilot. And you're going to get them to pay somewhere around 40,000 silver lions instead of the original 104 for the 104,000 for the Chinese TU4, and the roughly 60,000 silver lions cost per couple of games. That's not a fix. Quite frankly, Gaijin, I think you're screwing with your own game. You're forcing people to pay you to do your work. That's called fraud. Sooner or later, the Prime Minister is going to remove this game because of that from the Australian servers. The page would be inaccessible. The game would be unplayable on PS4, Xbox One, and Australian-built PCs, and or pre-builts. And you're going to get people to pay you guys real money to play the game. Well, I caught Gameloft doing exactly the same thing with Asphalt 8 Airborne. So I reported them to Microsoft for fraud. The game is no longer online. The game is completely offline. And it's no longer pay to play. Gameloft came out with Asphalt 9. Legends. I'm pretty sure they're going to get their ass booted yet again. When they came out with Asphalt 9, I'm going to once again report them for fraud. And they will most likely get shut down. So you can do whatever you want to this game all you like. This game will just get reported to, Google Australia, the page itself. Or some indication of fraud. And all they have to do is go through the comments section of the bomber economy adjustment. From this point on, I am not paying anything other than a maximum of 40 Australian dollars or 400 rubles. And that's just to get me 20 days of premium and 3,000 golden eagles. That's a max you will get from me per month. And as punishment, you won't be getting any more from me this month. And that is because you continue to screw the game. You continue to lose players. This is not how to advertise your game. This is not how to entice more players to play it. This entices your existing players to start making fraud claims to their banks. Because as soon as they don't get what they want, which is somewhere around 800,000 to 600,000 to 800,000 silver lions per game. Not per game, per 8-9 games, which is decent. They're just going to stop playing bombers and stop playing the game as a result, because they can't research anymore. You want our money? Unfortunately, you're going to have to earn it. And the only way you earn it is if somebody decides to buy a premium vehicle with golden eagles. If you're going to nerf the crap out of Bomber's economy, then why are you not nerfing the crap out of this whole tech tree? And these. And finally these. And these. Because right now, nobody wants to play them. That can go to 7.0 because heat fin stabilized. Or 6.7, beg your pardon, because heat fin stabilized. This can go to 7.7 because look, it's a 100mm. This can go to 6.7 because look at that goddamn penetration. This can drop to 5.3. This can drop to 5.7. This is okay where it is. This can go to 6.7 because it's an artillery cannon mounted to a case-made tank destroyer, an IS-2 chassis. The Su-85 can go to 5.3. And join its much more intelligent brother. The ASU-57. I haven't even finished researching anything on it. This thing never got night vision goggles in World War II, Gaijin. This vehicle was made in 1943. I should know. Wikipedia. By historians. This never got night vision goggles at all. Check it out. 1943, no night vision. ASU-57, 1943, not supposed to have it. KV-2 ZIS-6, my favourite tank. Because I love dirt faces. 1944, no night vision. So why are you giving a 1943 vehicle, the ASU-57, night vision, when it never had it in the first place? You want to make your game as realistic as World War II, the Cold War, the Gulf War? Then you start abiding what history tells you. You don't use math for penetration. This has really become a very bad game. I still play it because I love the game. I don't care if I don't have a premium account, I just play it for the fun. I make content on it, such as this Rant video. This can drop to 2.0, it's not very strong. 1.3, 4, because 50 cal. 1.3 because 7.62s times 4. 4,000 rounds of ammo. About 1,500. 1,000, sorry. 1.7 because that's a very mobile tank destroyer, it should be respected. But you need to start listening to your players, Gaijin. Right now, you are the most ignorant developer I have ever played a game with. This thing's BR needs to go down. This thing's BR needs to go up to 4.0. Because that's a very snappy aircraft to fly, it's very maneuverable. But yeah, you get the idea, Gaijin. Don't ever make a game and then nerf the crap out of it. Plus ignore your players, because that's just a sign of fraud. It is also a sign of discrimination. I don't see how this is legal for you to do. I don't see how this justifies the amount of money that you would spend just to fly a bomber out. This doesn't justify a thing. Two point oh, no armor whatsoever. This can overtake it. 3.0, no armor whatsoever. A bomb can go right in its throat. It's easy to take out. 4.0, pretty overpowered SPAA. So you can move this down to 2.0 and leave it in rank 2. But seriously, nerf the crap out of your own tech tree, for Christ's sake. Or put the round's penetrations back at their historical values along with the armor. Because I know for a fact the T-3485's armor multiplier was way better than the German's mouse. And for God's sake, put the mouse back in the game. It doesn't deserve to be a collectible and event vehicle. This thing had 2 chassis built for it, 1 complete model that was tested. It shot a few enemy tanks and destroyed them. The second one was destroyed. And it was only a chassis with an engine, 4 electric motors and a very big transmission. This thing has a submarine motor in it. A U-66 engine. But like I said, even if this thing has to go above the M48A2C, put it back in the game because it was mass produced and only 2 of them were built. It was used in war as well. This vehicle just never saw mass production of more than 2 units because Hitler had spent all of his money. But that's enough of this rant video for me, guys. If you would like to spread the word that Guardian is screwing with us, then please do. With a like, share, and subscribe.